beautiful people. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Somtochukwu Obo, and because you are new, I'm going to give you the privilege of subscribing now, okay? But yes, if you're new and you are new to this platform, kindly click the subscribe button down, whoever down below. Yeah, my name is Somto Obo, and today, as you can see in the caption, we're going to be talking about a very important topic: how to survive grad school. I feel like this is a video for those who are just entering grad school, or who are going to enter this year, or who have already entered. Maybe this is like first, second semester, and they're still like, okay, share some tips, share some tips. I got you. Okay, I got you. Okay, let's not do too much something, but yes, let's get right into the video. Okay, you will not believe what just happened. I just did 5 minutes recording to realize that I didn't adjust my mic well, so that explains the noise you heard first. My apologies, but anyways, I got you. So rewind, let's start again. So yeah, one of the first things to do in grad school is pray. Yes, we know this, but I can't tell you. I don't know if it's wise to say, like, there are things that I've gone through my first year in grad school that it has brought me to my knees, and I'm just like, Baba God, help your daughter. So I'm gonna say it's like, pray. Don't overlook prayer. Prayer is key. Prayer is important. It helps you just take things off your chest. It makes ways for you, opens doors for you. See, there are some prayer channels that I probably wouldn't have joined if I wasn't in grad school. I would have felt what's the need, but being here, it has helped me pray. Like, I've seen the necessity of prayer. So pray, okay? Number 2, if you see me doing this, because I have this notebook to read out I wrote down the point so that I'm not missing, I'm not talking overboard. The second thing, connect with people. See, I can't drag this. Like, maybe I should drag it. You need people. Let's drop the act of I got this covered, I'm self-made, blah, 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 blah. You are not. Like, you need people. You need people in your life. You need people in grad school. I'm sure you had people help you get into where you are now in the grad school that you're in. So what gives you that idea that now that you've arrived, you don't need people? Meet with your professors. We call it lecturers in Nigeria, but meet with your professors. Ask them questions. Be kind. Meet with, lab assistants, people that you are taking the same classes with. Connect with them. You're gonna need them at some point in time. And see, not everyone might be an international student like you. Some of them might already be full-time, career people or corporate worker people, that kind of thing. So when you need jobs, these are some people that you will now realize, oh, I have this person's number, let me ask. I have this person's number, let me ask if she has a job, or if there's a job opening in her company, so that I can apply for jobs and stuff. So meet people. Don't just look for people to party with. Connect with people. You will need them from time to time. I feel like I've said enough on this, but yes, it goes to the second thing again, which is build school relationships. Build school relationships. Show boy English. Build school relationships. It is key. It is critical. It is necessary. Oh, very necessary. Build school relationships. Those of us that are already in grad school in our first year, you can attest to this. You see, even in terms of assignments, see, if you had the right relationships, there are things that you'll be asked to do in grad school that you won't need to necessarily start from the scratch, because you have people, or people that have done something similar like this. So they will give you the necessary information you need, and with that, you can build up your own report or your own project or your own assignment, and it makes it much easier than you not having anybody, not knowing anybody, going to the scratch board to now go and start thinking from the beginning. You are stressing yourself. You are giving yourself. In US, it's not about book one. You have to think smart. You have to read smart. So for you to be able to do all these things, you need the right school relationship. The next thing is plan ahead. let's say you're coming into Michigan, Chicago, for example. You don't know how the weather is, right? Google these things up. Um, Search them up on the web. What's the cost of living like, so that you'll be well equipped when you step in. You don't want to be wearing summer clothes and step into a winter thing. I've had people share experiences and it's not funny. You might get a cold. It's something you don't want to experience. Or maybe you need to use the bus system. Google these things up. Don't just assume that, well, it shouldn't be that hard. Have it at the back of your mind, the things you need to do. Like, Google them up, so that by the time because grad school, no, I don't know if anybody tells you it's easy, but I'm going to give you the true fact. It is not easy as you think it is. It's a lot of work. So to make your work easier in a way, you need to plan ahead. Do you understand what I am saying? But yes, plan ahead. Plan ahead. Plan. Okay, let me stop. But yeah, plan ahead. Next is okay, this is gonna be food in the food aspect. I'll say start with familiar foods similar to what you took back home. So remember that you're in a new place. They have new things. Yes, you may not have your egusi, you may not have your swallow, but just kind of start off with what you're a bit familiar, at least you're familiar with rice. So if you go to a restaurant your first time, start off with the rice options. Don't just jump into the ocean and go and be eating all types of seafood because you are in US, and then you wake up and you discover that, oops, I have a stomach upset. You don't want that. It's terrible. Honestly, it is terrible. You don't want to have a stomach upset, or you don't want to have something wrong with your system, or you don't even, let's not even go to the extreme of stomach upset. You don't want to waste your money. I've had moments where I've gotten food and one spoon and I regretted it, that my $15 went into the trash can. We don't want that. So start off with family, easy options. At least for me, right, coming from Nigeria, I am used to the rice options, a bit of fries. I know those ones, chicken. So before I even started eating fish, it took a little while. That is in the restaurant, right? But if it was being prepared at home, yes. And honestly, if you can cook at home, it will save you money. It's gonna save you some money. Cook at home if you can, or in your wherever you may be. But there are some people that go straight into the what they call it, like into the campus houses there on campus, and I don't think they allow those ones to cook. So if you have to be eating outside, just start safe, so that you're protecting your stomach, you're saving your money. Then as time goes on, you will definitely adapt. Your friends will encourage you to try options. Before I had ramen, it took a while, and even with the ramen, I'm still specific, like, because sometimes they can give you uncooked egg or stuff. I'm just learning how to eat some of the stuff. So start simple. In terms of clothing, buy affordable clothes, right? Walmart can be your best friend, but also try and buy sustainable clothes, meaning don't be so cheap. Be like, it's $1, let's buy. As much as you want cheap clothes, you want them to last you too, because you don't want to be spending every season. So assuming I buy sets of jackets or sweaters, I want it to be affordable in the sense that for the next 2 years, when we have winter seasons, I can repeat them. Like some of the sweaters I'm wearing now, I wore them in the last winter season and they are still being comfortable. So at the end of the day, if I'm adding, I'm just adding extra. If I'm buying, I'm just buying extra. Not that every winter season, because I was looking for cheap with my Oju Cocoa rice. I know Oju Cocoa rice, but because I was looking for cheap, I now went to buy things that after washing 2 or 3 times, it started tearing. I had that experience. Like I bought one sweater, Walmart was doing sales, and just sweater looked so nice. And I was like, it's cheap, $1, $2, and I bought it. My brothers and sisters, after washing it 2 times, guess what? The thread ripped in the washing machine. I didn't know. Opened it and I was seeing piece of cloth. I was like, what is this? So it taught me a lesson. So particularly winter clothes, summer clothes. If you want to buy cheap, you can buy. I guess maybe you want to be switching every summer, but particularly winter clothes, because winter clothes, honestly, the expensive ones and the affordable ones last you years and years. So affordable, but yet what, sustainable. Then read, 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 read. Like, I'm gonna say that a lot of times, but read smarter. Don't read hard. Don't go all hard by cramming books like the way some of us do in our other countries. Like, read smarter, read to understand, read with friends. When you read with friends, some of them have read certain areas, so it's easier. You guys just come together to merge knowledge, so you're not stressing yourself. Everybody's just sharing knowledge, and it's easier for you to excuse me, it's easier for you to understand. But don't be that kind of bookworm that you just want to read by yourself. You have to read smarter, because even if you're not working, right, because of your international status, you're also doing lab work, so there's really not enough time for graduate students, honestly. So you have to maximize the time you have. Then keep your ears open for relevant information. How do you do that? Engage in promising discussions. If you see your roommates talking about, oh, job careers, job fairs, don't just be like, and when you both they are talking and you walk away. My sister, they might be talking about some job fair that is gonna happen like in the next couple coming of weeks, and that job fair might be actually be favorable to you. So ask questions. Oh, if you see your friends living, maybe their still class, you could just ask them, oh, what's up, where are you guys going to read, or is there something going on? And you just may get some relevant information. Don't just seclude yourself in a corner and just be there all by yourself. Keep your ears open for relevant information, even to driving, all the whole bubble. Don't just be like, stop it, don't do it. But yeah, I think I will just take one more, because I don't want this video to be too long. So I want you guys to watch this, and if you want a part 2, I will do it. But yeah, so let me just take one more. Let me see. I think this one is very key. So don't let how people respond in lectures intimidate you. How do I mean? So now you are an international student, you are in a class, and you're not the only one from your country. For example, Nigeria, right? There are Indians, there are Koreans, there are Philippines, different people. And then you now start seeing how they're answering questions so smartly, and everybody is putting in points, and there's a tendency for you to just feel like, look at my life, what am I doing here? Right, there's a tendency for you to look like that and just feel bad, or maybe you don't know it yet, because some of them have already done stuff like that. My dear, relax, God got you, okay? Don't get intimidated by them. Instead, use that as an opportunity to look out for people that know stuff in your class, and get to know them, be their friends, even if it's for that semester or whatever. Be their friends, be nice to them, let them teach you what they know. It's added gain to you, instead of you just being intimidated and feeling like, oh my God, I made a mistake, I should not have come to grad school. Don't do that. Use that as an opportunity. I'm speaking from experience, honestly, trust me. So use that as an opportunity to get to know them. Or don't even let what your professor is teaching you intimidate you. If you don't know it, ask questions. God will definitely help you. I honestly believe that there's no way God will allow you come all the way to a new land and then leave you stranded or leave you hanging. No, he got you. He got your back. He got your back. Okay. Yes, and with this, I have come to the end of my TED Talk. Before I start playing too much, what was I gonna say, God? Please subscribe. Touch the subscription button down below. Subscribe, like, comment if you want a part 2 of this. Some of you may be planning to come into the country. Do you want me to talk a bit more about how I did it, how I got my visa, what the process was like? I would love to share that with you. Touch the subscription button and let me know in the comment section. Yes, I believe with this I've come 2 steps back. We haven't finished. Yes, subscribe, like, and also don't forget, very importantly, that God loves you. He loves you. Like I said, God will not bring you to a strange land to leave you stranded. Don't forget that. Alright guys, with this I will see you in my next video.